Good morning, class. This is Mr. Crane now. Let's talk about the math lesson today. I've sent an email to you with a review covering the area of shapes. Looking at the first area, you're going to find that we're talking about the formula of a triangle. The formula of a triangle is area equals 1/2 base times height. Let's go over the problems. The first problem says, and I hope you have the sheet in front of you, you can either look it up on your screen or you can print it out or save it as a PDF or something on your computer. So we have that area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. The first problem gives you an illustration of a triangle and its height is 15 inches and its base is 12 inches. Okay. The second problem states that you have a triangle, full triangle, its height is 85 feet and its base is 100 feet. Then you look at number 3. Number 3 has a triangle and its height is 13.5 meters and its base is 7.2 meters. I put an extra M there by accident, so let's just cross that off. The next section jumps you down to the area of a triangle. And the area of a triangle is area equals base times height. And for number 4, you get the illustration of a triangle, and it says 15 feet is the height, and the base is 8 feet. Jump down to number 5, it says you have another triangle, or another rectangle, and your height is 9 feet, and your base is 4 feet. Number 6 says you have a rectangle and it's 25.5 inches and the base is 13 inches. For the word problems, it says Jose is painting a mural. He is painting a triangle that has a base of 5 feet and a height of 6 feet. How many square feet is this triangle? For this problem, you're going to find the area of a triangle. Jumping down to number 2, Esteban is planting a garden. He is squaring off an area in his yard. The length is 20 feet long, and the rectangle has a height of 18 feet. How many square feet is the garden? Your task is to find out which formula you would use and solve the problem. Number 3, Jason built a rectangular tool shed that is 8 meters wide and a height of 12 meters. What is the area of the tool shed? Once again, you have to determine which formula to use and then solve it. Let's go over a few problems before we sign off. Let's look at number 1. Okay, it says 15, right? Here's a triangle, right? And you have a height of 15 inches, right? And you have a base of 12 inches. Now, your area equals, right? I always write down my formula. Area equals 1/2 base times height. Okay? See what I have so far? Let's continue on. Okay, so I'm going to plug in my numbers. Area equals, right, 1/2 15 inches, right, times 12. Let's put 15 times 12 to make things a little bit easier, not crowd up my parentheses, right? There we go. Now let's do the math and figure it out. My area equals 1/2 of 180 inches, right? Here we go. You notice I do everything when I write down my problem. I do every line, every step, every time. You'll never go wrong. Let's find out 1/2 of 180 by dividing it by 2. And your area equals 90 inches squared. Okay? Don't forget your units and don't forget to square them, okay? Let's look at an example under the rectangles. Okay, so I have a rectangle. And I can flip this on the back just to show you a little bit better. So I have a rectangle. And my rectangle is 15 feet tall. And it's 18 feet at the base, right? I'm going to put FT for that, right? And here you see it. Here's my shape, right? And the form I'm going to use is area equals base times height, or B times H. And then I'm going to write area equals, I'm going to plug in the numbers, area equals, in parentheses, 15 times 18. Okay. Here we have 15 times 18. I left the units of measurement out just to make my life a little bit easier. And when we get to the calculator, I'm going to figure this out. And the answer is area equals 270 feet squared. Because you're multiplying 15 times 18, you always have to include your units of measurement. Okay. And for the last ones on the word problems, you will have to read them and determine which formula you are going to use, and you have to solve it. The first one is kind of easy. I did put some clues in the words that you could find it out a little bit easier. Here goes.